Hello people, it is coming up to 6:30 and it is Tuesday, May the 3rd, and well, see for yourself, chemtrails everywhere. Obviously you got your grid, whenever you see the cross, okay, that means come and spray here, and then they start the grid patterns, which is what you can see here, okay. Over here, I can, right, let's count the crosses, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's one going over now, look. But he's not spraying anything, well, you know, not we can see. Right, okay, now the subject of our binary star, our smaller sister star, Nibia, Planet X, whatever you want to call it. Now, I would imagine that, you know, things are going to heat up if there's another small sun in our solar system, okay? But answer me this one, people, okay? The temperature out there is, like, quite low. You know, you'd have to more or less put a jacket or a cardigan on, okay? It has been most of the day. So, can you explain to me why this is here? If, you know, if they're doing this for, you know, because this extra star in our solar system is heating up everything, including our planet, then, you know, they should be doing this at the optimum time when everything's so hot and we can't bear it, you know? But no. The temperature out there is, you know, it's not too bad. It's like, well, you can see this guy's got a jacket on, this guy's got a t-shirt, you know, so it's not that warm, okay? So why are they doing this? I mean, you can see this one here, right? This one here is just kind of been sprayed. This is like one of those cotton wool ones, and it's just spread out. Look at it. Can you see how this bit here is kind of, the wind's taking it and it's just spreading it out like a big cloud? Look at it. You know, people, please don't be fooled by what is going on in our solar system, you know. If this, you know, I've actually think I've got pictures of it myself, this little sun behind our sun. You know, are we not, and isn't the world not intelligent, wise and aware enough to be able to cope with whatever's going to happen? We've been through two world wars. We've been through, you know, and they just go, no, you don't need to know. We're just come along and do this anyway. I don't think so. Look at it, people, yeah? And later on, you and everything else will be breathing this in, you know? Look at it. I have noticed one thing, that they're not as thick as they usually are, you know what I mean? They're a bit more shallow, you know? But come on, people, just look at this. Look, what a mess. It's like there's been a dogfight in our sky in the Second World War or something, isn't it? Jesus, come on. Please don't get complacent about this, people. It's not that warm out there at all, people. It's quite chilly. Yeah, there's a breeze in the air. Okay, I'm just saying, you know. So why have they? You know, there is no need for this. No need. Look, the sun's going down. It's just gone. Well, it's just gone 6:30. Okay, so why? Why are they doing this? It's not to protect us from the heat of the sun or anything, is it? Because it's 6:30. Look, look, can you see? See? All the way from Bristol bloody airport, look. Just gone above that tree, he's laying one down right now. Just there. Don't get complacent, people, yeah? I mean, look at this. What a mess. Look at it. Look. Look. And of course we've got this big, like, chemtrail that's just spread out like that. And you can see HAARP. The wriggly lines going for it, yeah? This is HAARP. Okay? Right, so not only are we being poisoned with alum oxide, barium oxide, strontium, cesium, God knows what else they're spraying us with, infectious bugs and stuff, you know, they have to blast us with microwaves and HAARP as well, you know. What a mess, people, eh? What a mess. I mean, basically, what I'm trying to say is there is no other reason for them doing this, right? What? What is it? Look at it. And it's just a little, just a note to all you youngsters out there, all you teenagers, right? Okay, they've been doing this for the past 29, 30 years, right? And I guarantee you, they have made sure you won't make it beyond 80, 90. Okay, not a chance. You'd be, I'd rather be dead by then either. But you get to 20, you get to 30, 40, you get to 50, and you would like to see another 50 at least. Do you know what I mean? But they've made sure you will not live that long. This is how serious this is. Doesn't that make you feel angry? Doesn't it make you feel like doing something? Yeah. This is creating diseases in people as young as, I think it's 12. Like, kids are getting brain diseases, Alzheimer's. Elderly infections that you shouldn't get until you're way into your 80s and your 90s. Apologies to all those that are, but not even then. Our generation, the next generation, we should be living well into our 90s, feeling reasonably comfortable. We should have at least 100 years now, plus. Okay? But do you think we're going to get it with this? No, they're making sure of it, I'm telling you. They're making sure of it. And what about our wildlife, yeah? And what about these code snaps that we've been getting, right? I mean, what's that all about, okay? You can use HAARP, microwave weather modification, okay, to cause a code in the ionosphere around the North Pole, okay? You can create an ionospheric pressure that pushes all the code from the north, from around Greenland, Iceland and that area, right? And you can push it over our country. You can push it all around this area of the country, okay? Right? And I sat there and I thought to myself, okay, let's just say that they are doing this with HAARP, weather modification, and also lots and lots of microwave chemtrails, yeah? Then I thought to myself, well, this code spell can only last a few days. They can only surely keep that going a few days. Do you know what I mean? That's a lot of power. It's a lot of energy to be blasting up into the ionosphere so that it can cause a big convection so it makes this country code. Okay, now why would you do that? Right? Why? Well, I tell you, one of the reasons I'm thinking is that it's springtime. It is now summer, okay? And like I said before, in the springtime, insects, animals, birds, and everything are starting to breathe, starting to wake up, right? But if you induce them with cold weather, okay, they're either going to do one or two things, aren't they? Go back into hibernation, right, or not be able to feed themselves, or have the insect life for the birds to feed, for the environment, for the ecosystem. You know, it's gonna fragment it, okay? You know? God, that's real. I have not seen a chemtrail, you know, splodge that big before. Look at it. Massive crossover there, look. Have a look, if you can, on the internet. Have a look at Professor Wilhelm Reich, okay? He developed machines that blasted good, positive energy into the sky and got, you know, it gets rid of, it pushes them out of the way, because it's all to do with vibrations and microwaves. You know, you've got ambient vibrations, and then you've got evil vibrations, i.e. the New World Order and chemtrails and HARP. You know, bad bacteria is evil, people. It's evil, and that's what, you know, that's what they're mixing in with this. That's what this is causing. It's causing decay. It's causing this, you know, it's. And this Professor Wilhelm Reich, okay, he found out that there's this energy that flows through everything, and he called it orgon. Okay, and he realised that you can use things like organic material, inorganic material, and then make kind of a capacitor, put a charge through it, and it puts out positive energy. Okay, now Professor Wilhelm Reich, I don't know exactly how he did it. He called it an orgon accumulator, and basically in, I think it was 1930s, this in Indiana, I think it was in Indiana, you know, the cotton fields and that in Texas or whatever, it didn't rain for nearly, I think it was like 6 months, 7 months. So out of desperation, they got this Professor Wilhelm Reich to come and try and sort it out, use his rain machine, which is what they called it. And no word of lie, people, I swear on my life, I think around about 2 weeks after pointing this thing in the sky, blasting all this positive energy out there and connecting with true nature, it started to rain. He started to make clouds. He started to accumulate clouds with his device, and he made it rain, right? And then the secret New World Order, you know, then whatever they were then, you know, they came and arrested him and took his machines and all of his work away. And what do you think they've been doing since then? Developing it to get away with this, but not to use it in a positive way. There's another one going down right now. You know? I don't know about anybody else here, but I can't put it with, you know, this is just, you know? Oh, I think I better keep it there. Are we sheep, people? Have we been through 2 world wars? Have we existed throughout civilization only for this to start happening to us? Only for this to, you know, for them to come along, say, we don't care, you know, we've got a really good excuse to get away with this now, and we're just going to do it, you know? Well, I'm sorry, people, yeah, the sun's gone down, it's 6:30, and look at it. That's not protecting us against the sun, because the sun's gone down. So what is it? All I know is, people, is that this is destroying nature, right? It's destroying the earth. It's destroying, you know, there are islands in Hawaii, islands all over the world, okay, that cannot, their ecosystem, because they're a small island, their ecosystem has to be tight. It has to be, it has to row smoothly, right? This, right, after 30 years of spraying some of these islands around the world, this guy in Hawaii, he went to Hawaii in the 60s, 70s, and he said they've been doing this for the past 30 years, and he showed you there are islands in Hawaii which have died. Okay, you can break the bark off the palm trees and they're just dead. And he's just in despair, saying, why are they doing this? People, England is an island. You want to go and buy their geoengineered seeds which can give you cancer. These are okay, these are all right, these are water resistant if you get floods, or they're alum oxide resistant. I don't want to eat that. But they're not really giving us much choice. If they keep making it rain, if they keep doing this to the farmers, they have no choice but to go and buy the geoengineered seeds, which, by the way, has a self-replicating pesticide. And inside that self-replicating pesticide, there is a rogue gene, okay? And that causes cancer. Look it up yourself. Geoengineered corn and cancer. Look it up, people. This is a big program, right? They want to take control of our weather, our lives, our agriculture and everything. So we will be totally dependent on them. And who are they? Who are they and why are they doing this? My grandparents went through both of my grandparents went through the Second World War, and I think some of them were in Gallipoli in the First, and just like your relatives and that, they fought and died for our freedom. And now they're doing this. Come on, people, wake up. I'm sorry to lose it, but this is I've been campaigning for 5 years. I am being gang stalked to death. And they are doing other things which I don't want to go into because I want to keep the roof over my head. But it has something to do with poison gas and pumping it into someone's flat. And that's all I'm going to say. This is, they call us TIs, targeted individuals. Once you start campaigning against this, you look out, yeah? Because your freedom that your grandparents and whoever fought for means nothing. It means nothing. There is no freedom anymore, people. And before it gets all taken away, stand up and fight. Like us poor buggers that are putting up with this New World Order and people moving in around us and stalking us and poisoning us. Look at it. I mean, come on, what a mess. Is that a beautiful May evening sky, or is it a sky scarred with poison and chemtrails and microwaves? Look at it. You might think that this is they have so many agendas with chemtrails. Trust me, yeah, it's not just about taking our weather away. I was sitting there the other day and I realised that we are our weather. We are. Without our weather, we are nothing. You might as well just be blank pieces of paper. Look at it. Can't really see it. Sticking out on them. Okay, people. This is poisoning us. This is making me, and you know, it's making everybody in nature feel ill. Right, okay. Danger of repeating myself, I'll leave it there, people, but you know, come on, look at it. You, your children, your family, all of us will be breathing this in later. It will be absorbed into our water table and we will be drinking it as well. Have you noticed washing up on the sink? I've noticed it. You know, you're sort of washing up and you put something every now and again, you wipe your, you know, the surface of your sink, the stainless steel sink. And have you noticed how much, you know, this build, oh, what's it called? You know, this, fluoride. Have you noticed how much that's building up? Okay, so what's that got to do with aluminum oxide? But you know, it's just. I've heard the stories of how bad fluoride is for you and what it does to your system. You know, with the aluminum oxide in it as well. It's just, you know. And has anybody been noticing how much your eyes have been stinging, yeah? I was out in town the other day, my eyes were literally stinging with this. You know, the back of my throat was sore. Please spare a thought for nature, people, and the birds and that, you know, because they can't say anything. So if you can, you know, put some food out for them, you know, or just leave half a sandwich, you know. Whatever it is, you know, just do it. Because they have to suffer in silence, yeah? Okay, right. Cheers, people. Keep fighting.